starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Throwing first play is Lance.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. At that time, the defense was up to the task.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. 72 yards on the punt return.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
They were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep, but that's even better.
So in other words, being comfortable with field position, that was going to be okay. But sometimes being greedy is the right way to go. And boy, they take it all the way back, put it in the end zone. A great way to get started for them.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive. Put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But now this guy, he's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Back to Walker on first down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Down to about the 37.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Okay, ready?
They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Lance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through and was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
In about the length of the football here on second down?
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Here's Walker.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They'll look to throw. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Here's Lance.
They'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now Lance again.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 15. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Drive starts with a give to Mitchell.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
He'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 30, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lance. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Penny. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
On play action, they'll throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
I think this is just a big function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the back foot in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, 49ers.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence is right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
They find some open field here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And going right back to Walker. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. That's caught downfield by Kittle. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, so that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play out, they got stopped short.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge is successful one.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score.
Ready.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Down to about the 45.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Looking to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw again. And complete once again to Watson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Lance going to throw. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready, set.
Lance looks to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lance now on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.